Do you want to make $700 over and over and over again sent directly to your PayPal? Well, there's a new method that has been shared on Black Hat World, and it was previously illegal, but it's since been adjusted to completely be above board. And it involves 5 steps. You'll need a Snapchat account, and you'll understand why in a sec. It's not something you've heard of before, trust me. A set of search terms to exploit, and then the ability to copy and paste. You also need to set up a fake Instagram account or use one that you already have. So here are the steps. Let's get right into it. But before we get ahead of ourselves here, if you would like to make a full-time income from your couch and you're interested in videos about making money on the internet and building an online business, consider clicking the subscribe button below and turning on notifications. Not sure if you saw it, but this is legit. This is one screenshot, $22,000 from 2 weeks. So this is basically the gist of it. You're using Snapchat, so Snapchat, Instagram, and a giveaway, but you don't need the money to give it away yet. Oh, and if you stick around until the end of this video, I'll be sharing with you one website you can use with this to make even more money. You're giving away $100 on Snapchat and on Instagram, but trust me, again, like I said with Snapchat, this isn't what it seems at face value. I first read this and I was like, that's kind of something you could have figured out, but no, this is ingenious. So, our traffic sources are going to be funneling people from Instagram and from other sources to our Snapchat, and then from Snapchat we're using a specific website that hosts these offers that are CPA offers. If you're not familiar, basically you get paid when somebody completes an action. So something as simple as a person inputting their zip code, you can get paid for it, or an email address, you can get paid for it. Usually not crazy, but $1 to $2 for every single one. So imagine just 100 people a day. It's $100 a day, $200 a day. But we're here to scale that out, so here it is. So let's now get into the steps. So the first step, and excuse my beautiful handwriting here, is the viral share step. This is where you're getting a lot of people basically to do the work for you. You're going to be funneling some traffic into your Snapchat, and by fun I mean maybe 50 to 100 users. After that, it's just going to snowball from this specific growth hack. After you do that, you're going to need to verify. Basically, you are verifying that these people haven't already tried to win $100 by sending them a link. Then 3 is a kind of a 2-part. The first part is sending them the second. You're sending them the second here. The first part is you're sending them the second link. Sort of a verification, but yeah. The second one's another link where you're also getting paid. Then the second part is how everybody is making so much money with this. This is the crucial element to this whole thing. So let me show you now the actual viral method. First things first is you're going to need an app called Ghost Codes. It's incredible. This is not part of the original method. I found this myself, but allows you, basically, if you see on screen now, this is my phone, my app. This is Ghost Codes. You can literally just go in and add and add and add and add all of these people. You can literally just grab thousands of people, to be honest, and start this technique. But you don't have to. Like I said, start out with 50 to 100, and then if you want more money, you can always start adding more. So all you do is add your Snapchat username, and then you can start adding other people. You can sort by category: entrepreneur, artist, college. I recommend sticking to people who have low hearts next to their name, because that's usually low volume. Stick to men, because women are going to be getting bombarded, so you just want to stand out a little more. And then yeah, stick to categories where you think they would be high, where you're going to be getting a high EPC, where you're getting paid a certain amount, because with these CPA offers, the location plays a huge factor in how much you're going to make per person. As a quick bonus tip, you can go to Instagram and search the Snapchat hashtag and literally just start adding people from there. What I would recommend is just setting your snap code as your Instagram profile picture, posting 3 posts on Instagram, using hashtags like for like, follow for follow, all those spammy ones on your posts. Just your goal there is just to seem not like it's just a bot account, and then find people on Instagram using their snap code, save it, and then add them as a friend. That's it for the viral step. Let's go now into the verification step. Let me show you this video from the creator of this method so that you can get a gist of it all.
Yo, what's up, man? I'm gonna teach you how to work the Snapchat. So the first thing you should be doing on any account is adding people back. Now, bear in mind, you don't want to go through all of these. You just want to do 8 at a time. So that's about 8, 9, and then that's it. Just make sure you do that every like 5 minutes. You want to add people back. And honestly, if you have no messages coming in, you should add people back regardless, okay? So after you're done adding people back, you're gonna open your messages, okay? So let me find a fresh chat that way I can show you. Okay, cool. No, that's not a fresh chat. So let's see what.
Keep in mind too that he is using verbiage that is very risky. He's saying they guaranteed will win this $100 as soon as they complete this verification, but we're not. We're saying there's a giveaway and you can be selected. But yeah, either way, let's get this going.
What this guy says. I'm gonna show you. There's 4 different messages you're gonna be sending. Cool. So whenever they send you a Cash App ID or hey, how are you? How do I do the steps? Whatever the case is, you send step 1. So you just want to copy and paste.
So real quick, in this first one, when you first add them, you're saying, hey, check out my story to win the money, or however he words it. You are going to make a story once per day. In that story, don't scam, don't lie, but at the same time, try to show off something trustworthy or reputable, like a nice view, a nice something that would show that you can afford to do this giveaway. Take that as you may. I'm not going to tell you to definitely don't lie, don't make stuff up, but there's a lot of ways you can get creative by taking pictures of other nice cars or yeah, you're not scamming anyone. So your only goal here is to get
step 1. I have a keyboard shortcut. You see, it says here's the first step. Okay, so let's say you have no traffic coming in, meaning like no one's messaging. You want to find white usernames like this. You see the white usernames, and you want to put the greeting message, which is step 0. It just says, hey, you added me for $100, check my story. It's just an introduction message. So just copy and paste that. Or if you're able to have a keyboard shortcut, it's called step 0. So I'm sending all of that to the white
keyboard shortcut. So just go in the video description. There are links for that. But you can also, if you're on Android, just search auto text shortcut Google keyboard. But for iPhone, there is a link in the video description for that. Or actually, it's in the resources on the Google Doc.
usernames, okay? Only send them to the white usernames. That's whenever a white username like this, a text, you see how it's white? It basically means someone added you back. So that means you added them and they added you back. So you just send step 0 whenever you have no traffic, okay? He said, what's up with it? So that means like, that's an introduction message. So that's like his first message. So you send step 1, okay? Here's the first step. Make sure you say that in the chat so you don't lose it. Watch the video above and it shows you how to do the first step. Whenever they're done with first step, I'll show you the clear notices of them doing it. So you send step 1, question mark, step 1. Yes, sir. He says, so that's a greeting message. And he said, yes, sir. So you send step 1 now. Boom. Okay. So you see right here, here's the first step. Make sure you save this in the chat. Boom. They sent you screenshots. That means they completed the first step. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to put step 2 now. So this is step 2. Awesome. Here's the second step. Only do this last step after you've done the first step and send it to all your contacts. So I'm sending all of that to the white. Okay.
So like he said, you are just sending those messages to people in white. So people you just added. Okay. All right, so now on to the second step. This is the verification
Yo, what's up, Snapchat guys? This is the last step to make $100. I just need to verify that you haven't done this before. I have a lot of people, they make new Snapchats, they make new Cash Apps, and essentially they keep requesting me over and over again. So we're going to use this website to verify that you've only done this.
what you're going to do is literally you can copy everything. Use the same verbiage, use the same wording. If you can't, if you're not a native English speaker, comment down below. Maybe somebody will be able to help you out. If I have a second, I can definitely help you out. Or Fiverr is a good option, or just somebody you know on Facebook, and let them know your plans and that you're willing to share a profit.
This once, all you want to do is
And just so you know, just step one, this is 80,000 views
go grab your phone. You're
since basically December.
gonna go to the browser. Very, very important, guys. Listen up. You're gonna go to Odex.
Not using this URL, so definitely disregard this. Do not use this. This is his. I'm going to show you in a second how you can get your very own URL so that you can get money.
gen.com/verify now. That's the website you want to go to. odexgen.com/verify now. Now this website, all it does, it basically verifies if you're human, and it checks your essentially your Wi-Fi, see if you've done this before on your Wi-Fi. So right here it just says install 4 apps below and interact with them for 30 seconds each to verify your session. I just need to verify that you haven't asked money from me before. You can only do this process once. All you need to do, guys, this is super easy, is you're gonna download these free apps, tap to install, open. You're gonna take a picture of the app open. You see, this is just Sam's Club. It's a free app. You're gonna screenshot this, one screenshot, boom. Save the photos, right? Then you go back into Safari, grab the second app. Like I've already done this. Tap to install, free. You download it. You see, it's a free app. You just open it, screenshot.
That's simple, and then you ask them to screenshot them having downloaded the app. Make sure you tell them to stay on it for 30 seconds, and then we can get on to, let's see, that's step 1. Let's go on to the actual setup. So let me show you. So this page, right? In order to create one of these, now is when you're going to want to set up an OG. So sign up for OG ads, then click on Content Locker. Here is where you will add your very own one, just like you see. Let me just go over. Let me show you the video he made. I'm going to have to voice over because he has music playing in the background. But yeah, like I said, you're going to Content Locker. Once you do that, set the notes. So the first one, apps-1. That way you can easily track. Trust me, this will come in handy later. Once you start getting money, you're going to need this. 2, conversions required, and then payout threshold 30 seconds. Access time, change that to 30 minutes. Redirect to URL. I will add on the screen right now the URL to use for your redirect URL unlock action. It's really not going to get used, so you're just doing this so that you can get this thing live. But again, access time 30, immediate to apps-1, payout threshold 0.30 cents. So now on desktop, you want to copy and paste what's in the description. Use a smartphone. Next, please use a smartphone. If not, this verification won't work. Just because we're not having them do any of these. We want them to go on and download the apps. This is going to be on Snapchat, so 9 times out of 10 they're going to be on mobile anyway, but still, when it's on desktop, we want the desktop version of our unique URL to say to switch to an iPhone or a smartphone. Please use a smartphone. This will not work if you don't. Now go over to mobile. For the title, verify your session for $100. You can change the verbiage here, so I'm going to add all of this in the description. Just don't use this specifically. I'll add the proper wording down below. Then switch over to, I believe it's, theme 1, if not already. And then the important part here, CPI prioritize, then CPA, then PIN. Select that for your offer type sort. That's what you want to, your preference is going to be. Now you have to set, so that one's done. You click save. Now we're on our second one. Now it's surveys-1 for the notes. Conversion required 4. Remove is redirect to URL. Same one as you saw on the screen. It's also on the screen right now. 30 minutes. Payout threshold $1. Now same thing. Go over to desktop. Let them know that they need to use a smartphone. Same. And then here you are adding the same thing. Install all of the, or this is the final step. You have to complete 2 surveys down below fully. Here is the important part. You're going to select CPA plus pin submits prioritized, then CPI. Don't worry about that, but that's what you want to do. So the one thing I didn't include was where to grab your link. So after you finish adding both of these to, like once you click save, then you scroll down. This is where you access them. So literally you can just click back on it. Domain options, you can pick any one of these. This is where this will come down to some trial and error, right? So you will know pretty quickly if one of these domains won't work. Sometimes the domains just do not work with Snapchat. They have, for some reason, the domain will be flagged. So if you have trouble, otherwise let me know if you guys do have trouble and I can make a follow-up video on how to add a custom domain. I just wanted to make something that was easy for everybody to do. Okay, so here is a brief summary so that you fully understand and grasp the method. I know there are a few steps there that weren't completely covered. So some people may say, oh, you know, it's a lot of stuff to manage, or even just looking at this, they think, but that's a good thing, right? Because that means that those of you who are actually going to stick around, and if you've stuck around this far into the video, it's a good chance that's you, you have a much higher chance of succeeding. When this gets burnt out, right, then, you know, it'll just be more difficult for you to find workarounds. But the fact that there will be people that don't try this because of the whatever barrier to entry, you're going to have better odds because you're somebody who's taking action, just like the hundreds, if not thousands, of other people on Black Hat World that are literally, as we speak, making 4, 5, 6, 1,000 plus per day with this. So, here it is, just a quick rundown, right? First step, sign up for OG ads. Next, download ghost codes. Here, follow these directions. Now, step 3, go to your OG ads. You might take a little while to get approved. If it takes you a little bit longer, maybe then I would say a day or 2, comment on the video and let me know and I could expedite it. But now you want to build out the content locker using the 2 steps in the video, right? The first and second one. Send them a 1-line sentence with some. This is where you're going to now grab your URLs so that you have them all lined up and ready. You're going to go over to Snapchat once people start adding you back on ghost codes. Send them a 1-line sentence like, this is totally random. I'm trying to grow the Snapchat, so I'm giving away $100. If you're interested, check my Snap story. You'd go to your Snap story, make that quick story about telling them about this, tell them to send you their Cash App and something quote unquote trustworthy in your story. Next, record both of your YouTube videos in advance, right? So just get these ready. You can use any of the screen recorders here. I use the iPhone screen recorder and my PC mic, so I know not everybody has that. So here's an option for that. When you do, though, make sure you do upload your YouTube videos as unlisted. Okay, once they message you back after that, now you say, hey man, step 1 for your $100, please complete, blah, blah, blah. Send them that and your URL. The big thing here, make sure that when you go to OG ads, right, and you get your URL, once you grab this URL, that's not loading. There we go. Once you grab your URL, like you selected your domain, now you have it right here. Once you have that, put it in your YouTube video URL. Don't send that to them on Snap. Next, now for the actual giveaway, you can schedule these after the fact, right? So when it comes to actually giving away that $100, you can wait until you have that $100 in sales on OG ads. And I would recommend the moment that you have 100 and it's cleared and sent to you, give it away immediately. Because once you do that, that is just going to be like brush fire. The second you have that and you have screenshotted proof that you gave it away, do that via Cash App, I would recommend. Once you do that and you have screenshots, you can send that out to the same group of people and anyone else. You know, incorporate that into your next round, and it'll just be that much easier to get people to do this, right? Next, announce the second giveaway. So this isn't required, but as a way to make sure you keep your OG ads account fresh and live, you can focus on a second offer. So one app that I would recommend is Dosh, because you get a $5 immediate referral bonus. They get $5, you get $5. So it's a win-win, really easy to get them to convert, and you can just get $5 easily. You don't have to tell them to go download different apps, download this. No, they download one app. And then after that, you can rotate in more CPA offers. Once you actually start making money in this, I really encourage you to look into OG ads. Look at those different options like the CPI, pin submit, CPA. Look into what that means, because then you can really get creative and really start rotating. And then here are the scripts for setting up your content locker on the back end. Now, a lot of these websites, they work, but the problem is that you need to juggle so many Snapchat messages. Don't get me wrong, it works, but it's a lot. There is one website that I would choose, that I recommend to everyone that I meet that is looking to make money online. There's one that I would choose if I had to start all over again, and I was looking for the fastest way to go from $0 to $10,000 per month. This is the website, and I'm going to be sharing that with you in a second. But before I got to the point of having my own office, being where I am today, working my own hours, I was working a 9 to 5, right? In the Florida heat, like I live in Florida, and I was working in the heat in a Tyvek suit doing manual labor, working with fiberglass. I hated it. Not only was I just like physically hating it, right? Coming home covered in fiberglass dust, but every day, right? Sunday nights were the worst, thinking about waking up. And every day waking up, the repetition, it was just mind-numbing. It went on, that same thing went on for so long. You know, if I just look back and wish I could just shake myself. It went on for so long until I finally tried to make some money online, right? I wanted to give it a shot. Well, I wound up failing over and over. And I thought really everybody was lying. There's no way that this actually works. I was at my wit's end, and I didn't think this worked. I thought everybody was renting stuff and faked it all. But when I finally met a few of the guys who I consider some of my closest friends today, that is when everything changed. Since then, I wake up when I want, not covered in fiberglass. We live in a condo right on the beach, and I could spend as much time with my family as I want. And that changed when I finally started listening to people who had what I wanted. Years ago, though, before this, we were spending an entire year. We were renting a room in a house with 3 other roommates. They were a bit older. They loved to drink and smoke quite a bit, which attracted a very shady audience. It just made life difficult, right? All those people there going in my kitchen in the morning, it was just uncomfortable, and obviously sleeping normal hours was out. So with that negative experience, before I got to where I am today, we had a conversation. I spoke to my wife and asked her, now that I'm at the point of making this full-time passive income thing, now that I'm here, where would you want to live if you could pick anywhere? And she picked the beach, and that's where we're living now. We went from that tiny apartment to living in a condo that is literally 4 times the size of that full thing just for us. At this point, right where I am today, I can honestly say that I'm in a mindset, and every day has been millions and light years ahead of anywhere where I've ever been in my life, right? I'm at a point where I feel free. I don't feel anxiety like I did. Obviously not every day is just the, sunshine and daisies, but for the most part, when you look at it compared to my previous, it's incredible. I'm living a life where I can literally just grab my laptop, work from wherever I want, whenever I want. And so that's what I want to share with you, right? If you want to learn how to create a full-time passive income online, I know this sounds buzzwordy, but just don't tune it out because of that. Where you can make money literally while you sleep, while you travel, or whatever you want to do, right? Play video games. I don't care. Whatever you want to do, if you would like to do that, check out the link below in the video description. I'll be sharing with you exactly how you can do that. But if you'd like to just stick to the simplicity of it all, feel free, no pressure. Check out my free YouTube videos. Consider clicking that subscribe button below. Like this video if you got any value from it, and let me know in the comments what you thought.